No, I'm a big proponent for like breakfasts. You know, I like fucking eggs. I like potatoes. I like eating eggs. You know, I like a savory breakfast. Personally.
I agree. My biggest problem, like, I really like breakfast. I hate going out to breakfast because I feel like the price is ridiculous. The price of going out to breakfast as opposed to cooking it at your house, like, you can charge me like $6 for eggs, or I can buy a dozen eggs for $2.50.
This is actually great. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Most dinner options will be better if you get them somewhere else.
Right.
Like, for the most part, people aren't tremendous cooks. Like, everyone has a couple of things that they could cook pretty well, and you could probably do that every now and then, and you'll be happy. But for the most part, most meals will be better if you get them at a restaurant. That is not the case for breakfast, though. Eggs are eggs. If you really like that, like Denny's aesthetic or that Denny's quality, and then just throw a stick of butter in it and some salt, and then you have like a Denny's omelet. If I'm going out to dinner, I can imagine like several different meals that would be like, oh, this is an event for me. I can't think of that for breakfast, though. It's like, I'll get like a good pancake. I could get a good pancake at home. Am I going to get a good waffle? No, I could do that at home. Am I going to get eggs? I could do that at There's no benefit, and it costs you at least $12 to $15 for like a full ass meal.
I just have such an issue with it. Like, I can make a damn good omelet at home.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, honestly, 9 times out of 10, my omelets taste better than the omelets I'm getting somewhere else. Especially if you go into some like trash ass place like IHOP or something.
New enemy.
Like, maybe if you're going to like your local diner, that's maybe a little different. I feel like that'll taste, you know, maybe 20% better than what you make at home, but it also costs you like 200 times as much.
Yeah.
So that's the opportunity cost you have to weigh there. But like, if you're going to IHOP, you're getting like low quality stuff. Like, it's not going to be very good. IHOP's pancakes are good, but that's about it.
You're paying to sit in the restaurant. Like, that's what you're paying for. Because the food itself is just going to be fine. It's going to be the same as if you're at home. But what you're paying for is the ambiance. The
feeling.
You're paying for soapy water glasses.
Someone making you the food.
Right,
you know?
Right. Yeah, but also that's the thing too. You're paying for someone else to make the food, which is in theory a good idea. You're saving time, but no, it takes like 45 minutes to get your meal. So actually, like, you're wasting a ton of time. You're wasting money. You could just do it at home.
You know how quick it is to cook eggs?
Yeah.
Like, any type of egg.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what the format you're cooking it in, it takes less than 4 minutes.
And may I add, why did we create restaurants? You know, it's like, we could have all learned how to cook ourselves in our little 3-mile radius. But we're all like, no, let's make society. That makes sense. That fucking makes sense.
So you're saying that going out for breakfast is a societal construct that we need to tear down?
It is.
Hell yeah.
What about going out for brunch?
I want to make all the food. Okay, brunch is a little different.
Is it?
Brunch? Well,
I don't know. I haven't really... I mean, I have done brunch, but like, I don't know. It's breakfast. It's just a late breakfast. People are just lazy.
They're still like hungover, and so then they wake up late.
What do you get at brunch that you don't get at breakfast?
Well, no, I think the concept of brunch is that it's just a late breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat breakfast and brunch.
No one's ever had breakfast and brunch.
No, I don't think anyone has.
Okay, here. See, look. Sweet brunch recipes. Cinnamon rolls. Breakfast. Banana pancakes. Breakfast.
This is good.
French toast. Breakfast. Healthy banana bread, fucking healthy breakfast. Here, let's see. Oh, brunch for other. Avocado toast. Bagel.
Hold on, let's pause for a second. Let's pause right there. Okay.
Dan got triggered.
To the idea that you would go to a restaurant to get avocado toast, like, how much on this menu that you're seeing? I mean, it's probably at least $6.
At my place, it's $12.
$12?
Yeah, at the place I work at.
That's stupid. I ain't ever eaten avocado toast from
there. It
there.
used to be $6.
And it got doubled to 12?
Yeah, because I think next door had it at like 13. So they were like, I was not in the building when they decided this.
I feel like you should have gone to like $10 then.
You should talk to HR about this.
I agree. I don't care enough about this job. Here, I'm going to keep going down the brunch
Please,
foods.
please. This is good.
Biscuits and gravy. Breakfast. What?
Yeah.
Fucking pancakes, pastries, potatoes. waffles, steak and eggs. These are literally just breakfast foods.
This is a great discovery, honestly, because you would think that there would be more lunch options at a brunch, but it's almost exclusively breakfast options. So it's just breakfast.
They're like fruit, like fucking hash browns.
This is just breakfast.
Now I'm gonna look up breakfast foods.
It's gonna be the same things.
Yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. This is 24 American breakfasts to start out your day. But can I say on the pop art that they have at the beginning of this article, they have a waffle, which I said for brunch, a pancake, which I said for brunch, bacon, literally a cinnamon roll, avocado. It's like all the same shit. Yeah, like breakfast sandwich, bacon or pancakes. I did look at a picture of pancakes and I said bacon. That's how tired I am right now. English muffin, like eggs Benedict. Come on, like these are this biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy are literally on this list. That's completely different. Okay, now let's look up lunch foods. Okay, this is the time we're really gonna figure it out.
Biscuits and gravy could be the smoking gun. If it shows up on lunch, then we're in trouble. Okay.
If biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, all the meal times really are just constructs.
Yeah, I know. We didn't need to do this.
Like,
but
why can't I eat spaghetti at 10:30 in the morning?
Pizza is pizza, whether I'm eating it at 10 in the morning or if I'm eating it at 6 in the afternoon. It's the same food. It doesn't matter when you eat it. I think. I'm no doctor.
I haven't looked at the real research about it.
Where are we at on these lunch options?
Yeah, no. For some reason, lunch is like a whole different ball game right now.
It's just sandwiches.
Because like I'm looking up cuisine and shit, and they're like, here's an apple pie, and I'm like, no, I just want a lunch thing. So the thing we're figuring out about right now is that lunch isn't really that important. Like everyone writes stories about brunch and breakfast, but they don't write stories about lunch for some reason.
Lunch, I think, because I think lunch is anything.
Oh, yeah, but I got this here. Top 25 most popular lunches: ham sandwich, cheese sandwich, tuna mayo sandwich, egg mayo sandwich, superfood salad, spicy chicken wrap. Were any of these on the brunch or lunch or the brunch or breakfast menu?
You could argue the chicken wrap is technically like a breakfast burrito if you got like a chicken breakfast burrito because it's more or less the same thing, but it's not quite the same thing.
But that it's a chicken and waffles.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like fried chicken is a breakfast food. I don't think grilled chicken's a breakfast food.
I agree.
Is that bold?
I don't think fried chicken's a breakfast food unless you have a waffle with it.
I agree with that as well. I think you both make great points. And I agree with both of them. I think here's something also that we're discovering about lunch. Obviously, yes, we all have, but like a sandwich for dinner doesn't seem right. It only seems right for lunch. Like if you get a sandwich for dinner, it feels like a weird choice unless it's like a real nice, interesting sandwich from a restaurant, you know?
Unless it's a burger or a roast beef sandwich.
But I think a burger, like I know it's technically a sandwich, but when you talk about a sandwich, you don't think of like a burger.
No, you're right.
I think this is all semantics.
Yeah. All right. And this is breakfast. Noun. A meal eaten in the morning, the first of the day.
So it could be anything.
Lunch, a meal eaten in the middle of the day, typically one that is lighter or less formal than an evening meal. Brunch, a late morning meal eaten instead of breakfast and lunch. But can I say that the definition of breakfast is a meal eaten in the morning, comma, the first of the day?
So I think what this is indicating to us is that all brunches are breakfasts, but not all breakfasts are brunch.
It's like squares and rhombuses.
Yes.
It's like square and rhombi.
And let me look up one more thing. Is brunch a societal construct?
There's going to be some article, I guarantee it.
It just says yes.
The whole page, it's just white and it says yes.
Yes.
Look, the last thing I have to say about this, speaking of chicken and waffles, one time I ordered chicken and waffles from this place that has very good chicken and waffles. I got it. I was walking on my way home. I was just really much looking forward to going home, going upstairs and eating my chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
and a man comes out, grabs my bag, and runs away.
Yeah.
My chicken and waffles got snatched from me.
Where do you think the chicken and waffles are now?
Probably in his stool.
Still.
And where's that stool?
In the sewers of Chicago.
All right, real fast. What's your perfect breakfast meal?
I've been making breakfast sandwiches recently.
Yeah.
Delicious. I love it. A good old breakfast sandwich.
I have a follow-up question that I'll ask after this, but I think my favorite, because breakfast is crazy. Breakfast is insane. That's what we're discovering. It's weird that there are so many sugary options for breakfast. Mm-hmm. It should be more savory options. Like, I mean, there are savory options, but it should be exclusively savory or like healthy or hearty or, protein packed because you're starting the day off. But if I'm talking about like what I want more than anything else, like I want some syrupy pancakes. And it's weird that I'm allowed to have that for breakfast. It's not, I shouldn't be allowed to have syrup for breakfast.
You shouldn't be allowed to have a donut for breakfast.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, donuts. That's a
fried pastry covered in sugar.
It doesn't make any sense, especially, because I guess the idea is like, oh, it'll give you like a little sugar high, a little sugar rush, a little sugar kick. But that's also what you're getting at a coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, you're getting like a little caffeine.
Can I just say, I drink coffee every day, and it does nothing for me. I just drink it because I enjoy it. I don't get any boost out of coffee.
Tyler's mad.
What's the point? What's the fucking point of drinking it?
Because I think it tastes good.
Dude. You don't need to drink coffee. It's just society telling you need to.
Hell
bro.
Yeah.
Cool.
This all comes back to the idea that it's like we don't need to drink coffee. We just made it up.
Right.
This all comes back to Joker.
This all comes back to Joker.
But I do it because I enjoy it.
This is my Joker, is that he's just really confused about anything society created over the last 200,000 fucking 2,000 years, whatever it is.
I've been doing this thing for
2,000 years. There we go.
I've been doing this thing for the last 2 weeks. Well, I'll have my cup of coffee. I'll take a sip of it. I'll look at my dog, and then I'll be like, that's a good cup of Joe. Just every morning. I just...
For 2 weeks?
Yeah, just
because you want to, right?
What?
You want to do that. You want to do that,
right.
though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is there free will in this world?
Just like I want to drink coffee. So I do.
Listen, I have one follow-up question about breakfast. Do you think...
Wait, can I say my fucking meal?
Go. Yes, do it.
Because this is going to shock you. This is a real curveball in here. My perfect breakfast meal is eggs, scrambled. Maybe. Scrambled. I'm committing to it.
Thank you.
Any type of meat. I'm talking like ham. I'm talking bacon. Talking Spam, perhaps.
I will say breakfast is the only time of day I like ham. Otherwise, I really don't fuck with ham.
I agree. I dislike ham. Yep.
And then, third item on the menu, rice. A nice little pile of rice there. And that's it.
I had a meal I was doing for a while when I was living in Chicago, where if I wasn't that hungry, I would just make a little bit of rice and then just cook a fried egg and eat that on it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yes.
That's all you need.
Right.
Yeah.
You put a little green onions on there too, some chili flakes. Delicious stuff.
Yeah. Sriracha in there.
Yeah.
Dan, what's yours?
Well, I mean,
pancakes.
Yeah, it was pancakes, but I will say that...
Pancakes, you said it?
Yeah, over the last year, though, what I've been doing most often, though, is like...
A fucking protein shake and a banana.
I do a protein shake, that's for sure. But then I'll do 2 eggs. I'll do either some rice or some... definitely some mixed vegetables and some... sometimes some beans, like those crazy English folks. Just like a giant protein-packed thing. It just like combine all of it into one. If there's some leftover chicken or something, I'll just throw that in. It's just like a giant hodgepodge of food.
Bold.
Does it taste great? Not particularly. Do I care? No, because I'm freaking buff now. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
No, I wish I was buff. No, but I do have one follow-up question. It's just...
Okay, yeah.
How often are you satisfied when you do go out to eat breakfast somewhere else? Because I would say, for me, it's less than 15% of the time, if we're just putting random numbers up.
Yeah, I actually went out for all this shit talking. I went out to breakfast with my mom this weekend, and it was fine. We were both after. It's always fine. 7 out of 10, pretty good. But then I'm also after, I'm I could have got this at home.
Yes.
I'd say 3 out of 4. I don't really go out to eat that much anymore, but when I used to, I'd say 3 out of 4 times I was happy with breakfast.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. I think I just know good spots. Sorry. Sorry, I don't want to be that guy. But, and when I go to the spots, I know what I like. One of my buddies came down here. We got brunch with his cousin. And then it was fucking awesome. They had like a Loco Moco there, and it was a great ass Loco Moco. And then the guy was like, yo, bro, here's like extra stuff. Like, I'm coming out to diners and they're like giving me extra shit because they're like, you order right, bro. Like, you know what's up. But anyways, what I'm saying is that most of the time it's good.
You're telling me right now that my problem is just that I don't know all the good spots and I need to up my breakfast game. I need to go out there and try harder. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Lundy's. I think Lundy's is I always had fun when we went to Lundy's.
Fun.
Shout out to Lundy's.
Fun is different
in San Rafael, downtown
Fun
San
is
Rafael.
different.
I always have fun. I'm talking about the meal itself. I've never had a meal. This would not be as good if I went home. I've never had that experience. I've always thought I could definitely make this at home.
What about like a chicken fried steak somewhere?
I just would never eat that.
That's always good. Why not? See, that's the problem.
Chicken fried steak's overrated, I think. But I will say about breakfast, the funniest breakfast order I've ever seen is when it's like 13 or something. We went to spring training in Arizona with my cousin and my aunt, and we went to Denny's. And my cousin ordered a Denny's Grand Slam with 4 orders of toast.
Whoa.
His whole order was just toast.
Do you think he was satisfied with that?
Yeah, probably, but he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
He ordered fucking 4 orders of toast.
That brings me to something interesting, though. I think that because we live in California, we're getting the short end of the stick with breakfast. I don't think breakfast is a California thing. I think
they
if
got
you go
different
into the
eggs
heart
in
of
fucking Mississippi. Is that what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm saying. No, they do it differently. They do it differently in the middle of the country. They do it different. They do it different.
You know, people always say that like food tastes so good because like you're cooking with love. You're putting love into it. That's actually why the food at restaurants tastes good, is because they don't fucking love you. They're putting all the butter and oil and salt in that shit. They don't care if you drop dead the second after you sign that check. They just want you to enjoy it and be like,
Save that in your notes. That's a fantastic bit for you to do in stand-up. That's a really great observation. That is a fantastic observation. And I agree 100%.
And it's true. It's true. They made me a burrito at my place, and I was like, damn, those eggs were really good. He's like, yeah, I just put a bunch of butter in. I'm like, fuck you, dude. That's not chill. But when you're cooking yourself, you know, you're like, I'm not going to put that much butter in there because you're seeing it. I honestly only put oil in my eggs nowadays.
I haven't touched butter in forever, but that's a different podcast. That's a different pod, okay?
Yeah, that's a different podcast for another time. I think we learned a lot about food here. We found the passion again.
yeah, everyone was real tired going into this one.
Yeah.
But, you know, we fought our way out. We ended with a honestly wonderful discussion about breakfast.
Yeah. The next week we'll be talking about lunch. So... stay tuned.
This has been the Nothing Notable Food Series.
We're pivoting again.
Yeah. It's a new series on the channel.
That's it. Dan?
Thank you for listening.